Today I'm going to share with you my all-time favorite DNA repair enzyme products. This is a category of skincare that is a non-negotiable for me. If you want to brighten your skin, if you are trying to combat crepey skin, you want to protect the elastin in your skin, protect the collagen in your skin, if you want to work on collagen synthesis, DNA repair enzymes can help you with all of that. So over the years, I've probably tested, I don't know, upwards of 75 products that contain DNA repair enzymes. I have purchased every brand that makes products with DNA repair enzymes and tested every single item in the brand that has the DNA repair enzymes in them. And what has happened is through that filter, I have found one product from this brand and one product from that brand and several products from this brand. And I have a group of favorites that are pretty amazing. I also want to share with you one new product that I've only had for about a month and it's blowing my socks off. It is a Korean product and it's amazing. The price point is good. And I think that you are going to be really interested in hearing about this one as well because you've asked and asked for a product at a lower price point and I've never had one to share. And I finally have one that does contain a DNA repair enzyme that I think is beautiful, that is at a little bit better of a price point. So you're going to want to stick around for that. So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to tell you is my number one overall DNA repair enzyme product, probably my number one product in my skincare routine is the Youth Recovery from Photozyme. I use this before LED. I use this as a lightweight moisturizer. I find that it helps to brighten my skin. I feel like my skin just looks more luminous because I've been using it super duper consistently and it's just beautiful. It's really easy to incorporate into my skincare routine. It doesn't cause it doesn't pill and it doesn't cause anything else to pill. It's just really beautiful. So it's a water-based serum and this one contains all three of the DNA repair enzymes. That's the other thing that's really important to me is that I have the photolyase in here. So I have that light activated DNA repair enzyme, but I also have the other two that work a little bit more slowly, but they repair more damage. So this is my number one overall product for a long time. And if I had to, if somebody said you can only keep one DNA repair enzyme product, it would be this one because I know I can layer this underneath any other SPF. I can use this at night. I can use it in the morning. I can use it before my LED, yada, yada, yada. So that is the Youth Recovery. It's definitely my number one. Next, though, is going to be a product from the brand Neova. Now, I've talked about this one for years and years as well. This is the Neova Silc Sheer. This is a tinted SPF that does also contain two of the DNA repair enzymes in it, as well as zinc and titanium dioxide and octinoxate. So it is a hybrid SPF. It's 2.5 ounces, so it's pretty big, and it is an SPF of 40. Now, I find this to be the most beautiful finish on the skin. I did put it on to the back of my hand and then I wiped it off with a white kind of like face made towel so that you might get an idea of the actual tint because to me, it's kind of like a peachy color. It's very neutral-ish. I think that they only added that tint so that there wouldn't be a white cast, and I do not find that there's a white cast. I find that it just kind of blends into the skin regardless if I have self tanner on or I'm super duper pale. I feel like it kind of just morphs into the skin and doesn't leave behind any evidence that it is there. It does have like light reflective properties in there, so it evens out the complexion without any coverage. It's really kind of a remarkable product. It's very, very pretty. And like I said, I've been talking about this one for years. Now, it's not dewy, but it's also definitely not matte. It just leaves your skin kind of looking like a better version of itself with a little tiny bit more glow that isn't sparkly or greasy. So comment down below if you've purchased this on my recommendation and what you think of it. I would love to hear other people's reviews. It helps the whole community. So again, this one contains two of the DNA repair enzymes in there. And of course, this is something that you're just going to wear during the day. It's really important to know too that when you go out into the sun, of course, we're not demonizing the sun around here. I think that the sun, of course, is the giver of life, but it also is damaging. That's the typical thing that our DNA repair enzymes are helping us mitigate is UV damage, but also damage from pollution and other oxidative stresses. So all that means is pollution and stress and UV, all of that causes something called reactive oxygen species. Those little things attack our cells and cause degradation. That means the cell is not going to perform optimally, and it also means things like collagen and whatnot can get degraded as well, causing premature aging, causing wrinkles, lines, photo damage as far as like hyperpigmentation, etc. So that is what we are trying to protect against, and ultimately, of course, the actual health of our skin, which is skin cancer, because DNA repair enzymes actually can help to regress something called actinic keratosis. And this is probably the biggest and most important thing, is that it can actually help to prevent skin cancer, but also regress pre-cancers so that they don't ever become cancer. The number of stories that I have heard now in my Facebook group and under YouTube videos about people who had actinic keratosis that then went away with consistent use of DNA repair enzymes blows my mind. It is such a great reminder that we should be using something not only for the aesthetic of our skin, but also for the health of our skin. And on that note, my next product that is an all-time favorite is the Omega 36 from Photozyme. This is their body product. This is a giant tube, which I love because you can slather it on your skin. And the reason why this one is a favorite is I also use this in multiple ways. I love to use this as a hand treatment. I love to use this on my lower legs. And the reason for that is the number one place that women experience skin cancer is their lower legs. And I'm convinced is because when we were younger, at least in my age range, we just did not put sunscreen on our legs. And it comes to bear later in the form of skin cancers. So I'm really careful to put this on my lower legs as often as I can remember, because I'm hoping that if there are any actinic keratosis, if there's any skin cancers hiding, that this will help them to reverse before they ever become skin cancer that I didn't happen to notice when I go to my annual skin check. Now this has 2 of the DNA repair enzymes in it. So it has a photolyase, and then it also has enzyme that works without the need for light. So it has 2 of them. So not 3 like the Youth Recovery. There's only 2 products in my group that have all 3, and that to me is extra special, but this one does have 2, and it is definitely an all-time favorite. Next, we're going to talk about Isdin. Now, this is kind of the OG of DNA repair enzymes. I'm pretty sure they were the first ones to come out with products with DNA repair in them. It was really, honestly, to me, kind of groundbreaking, if you ask me. This is their Eryfotana. This is such a beautiful SPF. It is a zinc. It's an SPF of 50, and it's tinted. I have had the non-tinted before, but the tinted is definitely my preference. Now for me, this is a solid summertime sunscreen for me, and I almost can wear it like a really lightweight, I don't want to say foundation, but like a tinted sunscreen that is almost a foundation. It has a little bit of coverage in there. It's too tan for me to wear other than in the summer and if I'm self-tanning. I put this one on the back of my hand as well and wiped it away with a white cloth so that you could kind of get an idea of how dark it is. But I would say if you're a Fitzpatrick 3 or 4 or 5, you could probably wear this and it would have no white cast whatsoever. It leaves behind a really nice skin finish. It is not greasy and it is not matte. It's just kind of neutral. It plays really well under other makeup if you want to wear it along with other makeup. And then it has in it one DNA repair enzyme that is a photolyase. So it is a DNA repair enzyme that requires light to be activated, but that's exactly what you want in an SPF. So it's got that DNA repair enzyme. It's got its SPF of 50. It's a really, really great midsummer beautiful bronzy tan color that is going to help protect your skin against that UV damage that is so important to protect against, especially in the summertime when it's a little bit more heightened. We might be out in the sun a little bit more. But again, if you are my coloring or lighter than a Fitz 3, then this will probably be too tan for you unless you self-tan. But it's gorgeous, and this has been in my arsenal for years and years and years, and definitely deserves a spot in the kind of DNA repair enzyme Hall of Fame because it's the OG and it's such a good product. Okay, moving on to another Photozyme product that is It lasts 6 months for me since I've been using it, and it is 100% firmly in my favorites now, and that is the Vitamin C EF lotion. Now this is a THD version of vitamin C. So it is a derivative of vitamin C, and it's very moisturizing. And I love it because I like to wear this one during the day, and I feel like it's like a lightweight moisturizer. Between this one and the Youth Recovery, that 1-2 punch of moisture, I almost don't even need a moisturizer most days. And I love this one too because you get that antioxidant protection from the vitamin C, but it also has all 3 of the DNA repair enzymes. So this is the other product out of all the products that we're talking about. And honestly, lots of products that I look for online often don't have 3. They will have 1 or they'll have 2, which is great too. I'm so glad that so many other brands and products are putting DNA repair enzymes into their products, but they're probably expensive ingredients. So to put all 3 into a product is just really awesome. Now, people have asked me if I use this one, the vitamin C, the lotion, do I need to use the Youth Recovery too in the morning? And no, you don't. You absolutely could use your Youth Recovery at night and your vitamin C in the morning, and you'd have all 3 of the DNA repair enzymes on board, AM and PM, and you would stretch both of these products a lot longer, obviously. Now, I use the Youth Recovery before I do LED, and I do LED in the morning. I kind of have this whole system and I don't know, I've just fallen into this habit of when I do things, so I do double them up. I actually double up several DNA repair enzymes in the morning, especially because I know that I'm going to be exposed to UV. You do not have to do that. It's just what I do. So the vitamin C EF is definitely another of my kind of like all-stars, DNA repair enzyme all-stars. Okay, let's talk about the new product that I've had only for, I don't know, maybe a month and a half, and it has quickly become something that I really enjoy very, very much, and it is by the brand Regelica. Now, my friend Marlene Estelle actually introduced me to the owner of this company, and I was instantly intrigued by this particular product because it contains a DNA repair enzyme in it, and it's just not common to see them in products. You just don't see it everywhere. So immediately when I look at an ingredient deck and I see a DNA repair enzyme, I'm so excited and hopeful that I will actually like how that product performs, how it feels, you know, blah, blah, blah. So this is their essence. This is super duper cool, you guys. First of all, it's 5.4 ounces and it contains 2 vitamin C derivatives. It contains magnesium ascorbyl phosphate and sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Then it also contains some humectants and some things that are going to moisturize your skin, and then it contains that DNA repair enzyme. Now, it's not an essence like super watery. It's closer to a serum if you ask me, and it has all these little beads in here that disperse when you put it on your skin. The way that I've been using this is I cleanse my skin and then I use my P50, so I do my acid exfoliation. I always wait for a little while, and then I've been putting this on since I got it. I've been putting this on next. And I just press it into my skin and it immediately hydrates my skin and moisturizes my skin. It kind of reminds me the finish of my Violette FR Boom Boom Milk. It's not the same as that, obviously, but it reminds me that finish, that instant quench to the skin. So this would be beautiful at night to get like an overnight brightening to the skin and just to add a little bit of hydration and to get an overnight regenerative DNA repair enzyme in. This is great. Now it's just one, but hey, I applaud them for putting that expensive ingredient into an essence. And I have to say, I'm really, really impressed. The other thing is it's $58. They have said that they will give me a discount code. I'm hoping that by the time I post this video, I will have that for you. So it's also at a price point that I think is a little bit more accessible for a lot of people. It doesn't replace anything in my routine necessarily, but I do feel like it's an excellent recommendation, especially if you would like to get into DNA repair and you don't want to or can't spend the $100. Most of the products that I bought over the years have been $80 to $200. And it's just always been an expensive endeavor to test out DNA repair enzyme products. So this one was really, really exciting to me. So anyway, that is from the brand Regelica. We will be going through this brand. They sent me like 4 or 5 things, and every single one of them looks really, really interesting and really different. This is the only one that had DNA repair, but I'm very, very interested in diving into that brand and checking it out a little bit more. So that is the Immunity Support Essence from the brand. Just a couple more things, you guys, from Photozyme. This is their GFS Retinol. Now, this one is the 0.5. So again, this one contains 2 of the DNA repair enzymes in there. And for me, this is the perfect retinol with an OL. It is the 0.5. It's the one that I like the most. They have a 1%. That one actually is a little bit strong for my skin. I like this one because it is buffered in a way that is really gentle to the skin, but it definitely does help with brightening the skin because it's vitamin A, and it's going to help with the texture, pores, not the actual pore size, of course, but because it helps with collagen and elastin, it can help to shrink the look of your pores because it can refine the skin. That's just vitamin A in general. I love this formula because it combines that vitamin A with DNA repair enzymes and some other really beautiful ingredients, but mostly because I feel like it's super duper gentle while being really, really effective. So that's the GFS from Photozyme. And again, it's the 0.5 that is my personal favorite. Last but not least is going to be LightSaver. Now, LightSaver is an SPF that I discovered last year, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is tinted, and it has in it a photolyase. Now, it is one that I find I can almost wear, like the Neova Silc Sheer. I can almost wear it alone. I would say if you're darker than a Fitzpatrick 3, then it might be a little bit light for you. It's very sheer and moussey and skin-like and beautiful, and it is another one that is combining that photolyase, that DNA repair enzyme, along with SPF, which is just a fantastic way to boost your sunscreen and help to mitigate that damage in the moment while you're also protecting from the damage with your SPF. So LightSaver is solid in my kind of all-stars for DNA repair enzymes. All right, you guys, that is my list of the best of DNA repair. Let me know down below if there's one that you have that is your favorite that wasn't on my list. I'd love to hear. And I hope that you are having the most wonderful day, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.